It's the Green Rush Nation podcast. I just had the bluest dream that you've ever seen, and I can't believe that shit was green, cause it hit so clean, and my history is a mystery. I don't give a fuck, I just hit the tree on the 5th degree. We don't pit for free. If you don't got 5 shit, get up and leave. It's the Green Rush Nation podcast.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy B-Gunz here, back with another episode of the Green Rush Nation podcast. Today, we have a legend in the industry, someone that many of you may know. It's our friend Edgar from Dutchie.
How's it going, y'all?
How you doing? How's the travels in?
It was good. It was good. Drove in, had a good time. Road was empty, so, you know.
Oh, that's a beautiful thing. I thought there would be tons of traffic, but hey, God bless. So here on the Green Rush Nation podcast, we don't want to just know about your great ventures in the industry, but we want to know a little bit about you. So do you remember your first encounter with cannabis, and do you remember how you smoked it?
Yeah, I was exposed to cannabis way before I even knew what it was. One summer, I was down at my grandparents' farm, and, you know, you're just planting shit because you're on a farm.
Yeah.
And I found some seeds, and I was like, let's plant these bitches. When they got back, maybe like a month later, because they'd gone south, it was a pot plant.
Okay.
They beat the fuck out of me. I was like,
hilarious.
what the fuck?
What kind of farm was it?
It was a date farm, so you do dates out in Arizona.
Arizona, nice. Is that where you're from?
No, originally from Imperial Valley, California.
Beautiful, very nice. But that must have been an experience. So you popped your first marijuana plant and got in trouble for it.
It was nuts because they kept the plant, they flowered it, and then they put it in alcohol. So I'm like, yo, I got my ass beat for what? So that sparked it. After that, I'm looking for high times. I'm looking for what I want to do, and it was pot.
Very cool. How old were you at that time?
I was, 6th grade? So I was a kid.
Wow. So you just discovered it. What a crazy experience. Obviously, at that time, I'm sure it wasn't what it is today. But so how long after that, like when did you first smoke it? Do you remember that?
Yeah, definitely. 8th grade.
So it took a little while.
It took a little while, definitely. I wasn't in the right circles yet. I was still a nerd, if you would. And then the big homie came through with some silver haze in an Altoid tin. You probably remember that from back in the day.
Yep.
And the smell was nuts. I was like, what? Just life-changing, you know. From there, I've probably been smoking every day since. Couple tea breaks. But
so what did you smoke? Do you remember? Was it a joint? Was it a bong?
it was a pipe.
Okay.
It was a pipe, clean pipe. So taste was good. And
beautiful.
I mean, it was haze, so you remember the fact.
Of course. And that's it every day? Smoker after that?
Yeah, was just hooked.
Beautiful thing. And did you see yourself at that time working in the industry, or did your life did you think it would take a different path?
Well, I mean, I never thought it would be legal in my timeline. So my whole thing was like, oh, let me just, do ag engineering, go work on a farm, have my pot grow on the side, do my thing. And, just everything lined up, and we're here and living.
So you were into growing?
Yeah, definitely. That's how I started.
Very cool. Do you remember your first plant that you grew?
Yeah. It was an automatic tsunami. So
and how did it go? It went well?
Well, it was an automatic, so it pretty much grew itself as long as I didn't, fuck it up.
Yeah.
But it was good stuff. It smoked well. My cure was terrible. That's definitely the second thing I worked on after that.
Interesting. I've never actually grown myself, but I would love to get into it now that I'm in the space. There's just a plethora of knowledge, and I feel like the people I'm around, I might be able to do decent, for a first run at least. But I did try back in the day. I used like a little, those little like hydroponic growers that you could put on your counter, and it's like water, and you can do vegetables and shit. So I had one of those, but I just used the light for it because the light was on a timer.
Okay.
So I took the bottom out and I put the plant there. And it was doing pretty fucking good. And then I went away for like a week, and it was a wrap. That was it. Plant was gone.
Rest in peace.
Yep.
Couldn't smoke that one.
Nah, couldn't smoke it. And that was really my only attempt, because before that, I had like lived at home, and my mom was super against cannabis. So I was like, never going to do that. So that's when I had roommates. I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to grow it in my room. My roommates were cool with it. They didn't give a fuck. They thought it was cool. But I actually called, I was on the phone with one of them recently, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm fucking pretty big out here, with cannabis and shit now. And I was like, are you surprised? They're like, not at all. You tried to grow, in your fucking room, so I'm not surprised that you went out there and did this at all. So I was like, oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Sounds like it was in the stars for you, big dog.
That's it, man. Cannabis has always been, a huge thing. Ever since I started, it was, pretty much same shit you said. I started and I never looked back, you know? But it could take you great places. It could make you meet great people. That's really what I love about it. What was your favorite thing about smoking, like, at first?
At first, just probably sound tacky, but, you know, again, the munchies, hanging out with the homies. We added this one spot called The Stump where we just did this TP rundown and smoked and had a good time. Building community since day one, like you said right now. And we said earlier, the plant brings together the right people, and together we make change, reform, whatever we got to do.
Damn, it's crazy that I've never told this story in the podcast before, but now that we're, like, reminiscing, there was one winter, bro, I built a big fucking igloo in my backyard.
Tell me you hotboxed it.
Bro, we had like 10 people in there fucking smoking and shit. We had the bongs out. We were having a blast. And I just thought back on that. I'm like, damn, that was like really a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. No wonder whoever I hit up, like, yo, you want to come smoke in the igloo? They were there. Like, within 30 minutes, they're like, fuck yeah, I'm coming. All we did was we had a hole at the top for a vent, and we were good to go. You know?
Brother.
Like, there was like 10 of us sitting in a fucking circle in an igloo, and like, what else makes you do that besides weed? You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you're fucking ice fishing somewhere, I don't know what kind of experiences you can have like that. I mean,
if I got to choose between ice fishing, no offense, and smoking in an igloo, you know where the over is going to be on that bet.
Well, I'll just say I've never been ice fishing.
Well,
but I have smoked in a fucking igloo.
My God.
That's one thing I do miss about, like, East Coast shit. I'll never be able to build an igloo here in LA, you know?
No, maybe a sand castle.
Maybe.
You know, but I don't see you getting in.
Nah, no shot. I'm not smoking in there. So damn, did you always do sales, or was this something that you discovered along your journey?
It was kind of a progression, if you would. I started off in the grow world, started doing consulting, see-through sales, so sales was always a part of it. From there, after the hemp bubble, transitioned into retail and actually did it on the front line for a couple of big operators here in California. Shout out to E. He just had his podcast come out, right? That was pretty dope. That was a
Shout out to him.
Man's a great leader.
Great guy.
And from there, transitioned, just was opening stores everywhere, doing it at scale. Eventually came into SaaS. And from there, I don't really look at it as sales as much as helping operators not hit the potholes that are not going to let you be in business for a couple of years.
That's for damn sure. And that brings us to today. How did you get introduced to Dutchie, and what's your role there?
I lead the California team here for sales, and I got introduced through Spencer Scott. Spencer, thank you for the opportunity, as always. He showed me the vision, he showed me the plan, and, got together, and we're executing. We're really tailoring the solution to our market here in California. So with new and existing customers and prospects, just really getting that feedback into what they want from the tool. And at the end of the day, we're a reflection of them and their greatness. So.
Absolutely. I know before we were talking and you said that you guys listen to your customers. So any kind of feedback they give you, you try to adhere to them. How important is that? Obviously, there's a couple of systems they could choose. What's the benefit of them choosing a system like Dutchie?
Well, like you said, we're really intentional with our growth. Whatever our partners, because we look at y'all as partners, not as clients, if you would.
Absolutely.
Whatever they need in order to spell success, like given our market here in California, let's not get too far. I mean, margins are shrinking, taxes, let's not even talk about it. We're in LA, right?
Yeah.
But everything is so much more niche now. You really have to dial in your margins, have your labor costs down, your markup, all of this, and we really help fine-tune all of that with y'all. So if you're telling me, hey, I want all these tools, but I don't want to throw more labor at it, well, hey, it's 2025 automation,
Yeah.
We really do everything we can with the tech and the AIs and the computer biz, all 1-0s, so that they can really just, take that off their plate. Because at the end of the day, we're selling an experience at these things, right?
Yeah.
So let's let the budtenders budtend, and let's let the tech.
For sure. And speaking of experiences, I know you guys are super involved in the community. You do events. You guys do a lot of events. You want to just talk about how you're involved in that aspect?
Yeah, definitely. Again, our partners, right? California, what do they need? What do they require for success? We did the state fair with the CACOA, you know, all the Embark boys,
Beautiful.
all the Catalyst guys, the whole nine, and a bunch of other great operators that came together.
Was that this past year?
Yeah.
So this was the first time, I think I did report on it. This was the first time that cannabis sales were allowed at like a public state fair, correct?
I believe so, if not the year before.
Okay.
Right. And they won the award for it. So like it was great stuff. So really happy to be part of that and being able to just come together in that partnership to push reform together, like you said, because it is historic. We were giving out, they were giving out the gold medals for agriculture. I mean, that's an award that if you come from California Ag, you're giving it for everything. So
Absolutely.
now it's normalized.
Yeah. And if I'm not mistaken, you guys are not just working with dispensaries. You also work with cultivations and all that kind of stuff. You want to just talk a little bit about that?
Yeah. Great question. So we go ahead and do the cultivation as well. So like the track and trace system, that'll feed directly into whatever store you're sending it to, or if you're vertical, you know, just sending it to your store or your distro, what locations.
And when you say that, just for the people that don't know, what does vertical mean?
Got it. So if you not only have your grow, but your manufacturer and your distro and your retail, so it's all incorporated, you've got all the steps. The Dutchie really helps shine because it takes a lot off of your plate.
Yeah.
You know, the naming convention, having everything tip top so that you don't have to do double entry on the labor. Again, keeping your margins where they need to be, because that P&L sheet, if it's not in the right side or the right color, depends what you're looking at, you know, you're not going to be around for long.
That's for damn sure. And when it comes to marketing, how do you guys market yourselves?
Well, I mean, a big push is through events. We also do stuff through our partners. So like if someone reaches out and, hey, we want to do a food drive, we want to do a turkey drive, we want to do this and that, we're definitely there. We do all the big ones like MJ, like Network here, one of our main boys. We love these guys.
Shout out to the network show.
And again, culture, you know, what does the industry need? How can we best deliver that to y'all? We were at the talks there. We were talking data. We were talking genetics. We were talking everything that at the end of the day, you boys and girls need in order to resharpen the tools, get better, and keep growing together.
For sure. As a bud tender, like what benefits and how does it make their job easier to use Dutchie?
Great question. So on one screen, they'll have everything they need in order to give the customer that experience that they keep coming back to us for.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I was with E and the crew, we were doing the opening of Pomona, and we were telling that store's staff, hey, man, like they come for an experience.
Yeah.
Make sure you're here to give them the experience that they want. And this tool really shines because if they've got a favorite bud tender like yourself, you've got that shorthand. You know what they want. Hey, I got a fresh on the Slam and Salmon from Ted, you know, things like that. What about if you're not there next time I come?
Yeah.
Right? The data's all there to show you exactly the price point they're usually shopping at, the notes as to what they're always grabbing, and everything's there central so that you can just look at it and give that good experience to the customer.
So you'll get to know the customer because you'll actually know the customer.
Exactly.
It'll be right in front of you. That's pretty damn cool. And I think that is like a special thing because I go into a lot of dispensaries and to see them come in and be like, oh, what's up, Edgar? How you doing? Same thing? No. Okay, cool. What do you need this time? You know, like it's cool to know that like they know you. They actually do. They give a fuck. And now this is part of someone's routine. So instead of I'm going to hit a delivery service real quick or some shit, like, no, I'm going to go stop in that dispensary because I enjoy the experience.
Exactly.
Do you guys work with delivery services at all?
Yeah, definitely. We do dynamic and ice cream truck and, Pizza Hut style. We do all of them.
Very cool. And if I'm not mistaken, also, you guys are huge. You're not just in California. So
Definitely.
What markets are you guys in already?
Well, I mean, which one aren't we in, if you would?
Okay. That's a better question.
We're in all the legal markets. We also do Puerto Rico, Canada, we're e-com only. So like for big MSOs or for California brands that are looking to go out of the state or vice versa, you know, we really have service in all markets to the point where everything is easy to manage, easy to make profitable.
Yeah.
Easy to make a good venture, because at the end of the day, once you start scaling at such a big, footprint, if you would, that experience for the customer tends to wave around and vary.
Absolutely. What have been some of your biggest obstacles so far, just in the industry, or maybe even with Dutchie?
In the industry, I would have to say not smoking too much rosin.
Okay,
right?
okay.
The flavors. But all jokes aside, I think the biggest hurdle is just really stopping to listen, because a lot of times, you want to just talk, if you would, but if you really listen to the customer and to what they need out of the tool, it comes through.
Yeah. Is there any like common mistakes you see some people make when it comes to using?
Cannabis in general, or
Nah, just like that they could benefit from Dutchie for, like, do you see where some people might be lacking, where would be a good time to say, hey, I think it's time to give you guys a call?
I mean, at the end of the day, everyone has different goals, right?
Yeah.
So if you're looking to scale, if you're looking to shift that P&L, if you're looking to do more with less, definitely give us a call. And at the end of the day, even if you're not looking to make a move, let our team help you. If we haven't already talked, let us know, bang our line, give us a call, whatever you got.
At least have a conversation.
Yeah.
For sure. I agree. And what's your favorite part about this industry? Because I know that there's a lot of work to be done in this industry, but it's a lot of fun as well. So what's your favorite part about just being a part of it?
The culture, honestly, just the kind of people that the plant brings together. Like we all talked around here in the room, it just brings like-minded people that are really looking to help at the end of the day and just have a good time together.
For sure. Speaking of experiences, I just want to talk about one of my experiences I had from Dutchie. When we were at the network show, this guy took us out on an electric speedboat, and it was nuts. Right before the panel, we were about to speak, and poor fucking the camera guy, he got fucking soaked, man. I felt so bad, but it was an experience at that. He'll remember that forever. I'll remember that forever for sure. So it's more than just being present. You guys are actually active and give activities to the people to do. So I think it's really cool and it's really important. What's been like one of your favorite activations that you've done besides like the speedboat?
I mean, I think you said it real well. Everyone is a reflection of, but I remember with the Bishop boys, shout out to Thor, we were actually cleaning up the streets.
Okay.
We were out there picking up trash, making sure that the community was safe, grabbing all the stuff that shouldn't be in there because we'd come across needles. We've come across pipes that aren't for weed, if you would.
Yeah.
So just being a part of that community, because whenever we can usher in a new dispensary into a community, the type of people that usually run these types of businesses really give back.
Yeah.
So you'll see those communities start to thrive, not just economically, but also in a, mental health way and a just better way of life.
Absolutely. Now, I've definitely seen that over there at the Bishop Boys. They do great ways of giving back. Our boy Riggs went and helped out one time. That's actually how a lot of this came together, because he met Mikey over there from Nothing But Fire. So he had touched base with him. Then we saw Mikey at Kushstock, and then it was a wrap. And Mikey even looked me in the face. He goes, I'm not going to lie. He's like, the only reason I came on your podcast was because you actually came up to me and was like, yo, what's good? You want to come on my podcast? I was like, fuck yeah, that's dope. So it's cool to get out here and just get in the community. And you never know, bro. It's so small and tight-knit. And I'm sure more of the back end than I do. So it's crazy and it's interesting to see. But it's a lot of fun. Any crazy stories you've had working in the industry, like memorable?
Gray market or white market?
Whatever, anything you're willing to share with the audience.
I mean, just a couple of fun stuff, but let's keep it on the industry.
Keep it fun.
I think at the end of the day, just seeing the stores progress. We just opened up a store for a couple of peeps up there in Santa Rosa, Freddie, Gina, Purples. Love you guys. And just seeing them adapt to the tool, how it really saves them time, how it helps them thrive as a dispensary that can actually make money. Because as a net new dispensary, I hear it all the time. And you asked a great question earlier, and I can add some color now. What potholes can we miss, with the data, with the experience that we all collectively have to make sure that these net new stores can still make it? They can still make money. They can still
not have that hiccup phase.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, those are jobs. Those are at least
absolutely.
20 jobs, 20 houses that are now having sustenance because.
And hey, if a program can help even just make that process easier, whether it's training the person to do the job easier for them, even better. Because you never want to go into a place and you're sitting there. I'm sure we've all experienced it. No matter what it is, you're just trying to buy a fucking pack of gum and it's taking 8 years to hold on just 1 second. Bro, just take the fucking money at this point. You know, like no one wants to have that kind of experience, especially with cannabis.
Definitely. And with that point, like on our app, you can double click and just pretty much scan to pay. Like if it were a tapper, it has a scan on there. Scan it with the thing.
Beautiful.
Paid, you're in, you're out. Because, I mean, you see me, I don't carry cash as much anymore.
Of course. And do you guys have loyalty too, right? So how does the loyalty stuff work on the Dutchie end?
Great question. So the loyalty stuff is on automations because we segment the customer through the shopping patterns and the thresholds that, you know, we together set up. So if you tell me like, hey, the big spenders, anyone who spends over $45 on average, okay, well, guess what? We can automate them and give them every 5th day 10% off. Hey, we appreciate you coming by all the time.
So here's a question. Now say like I'm a customer and I often get missed scoops. Will now I get like potentially a discount tailored to like the stuff that I buy?
Yeah.
That's fucking cool, man. That's like CVS.
Not just that, you can have it set up to where, you know, the Miss Scoop boys are helping you out there and throwing you a discount or running it with you. So at the end of the day, community, like together, how can we give the customer the best experience to make sure they're shopping through the legal outlets? Because it's a tough market, you know, taxes, oversaturation of other shops. It's tough. So we really all got to come together to make sure that we can thrive, or else, you know, it's only going to get worse.
Absolutely. I don't know if you want to say this information, but who's been like some of the highest grossing or selling stores, chains, brands, whatever it may be?
Ooh, so we see, what is it? Top Shelf, Brian, shout out. He just had his birthday too.
Shout out to Brian at Top Shelf. Hell yeah.
Definitely. We see the WOC doing numbers, right? I'll talk about that one.
Good for them, because that shit's fire, bro. It deserves it.
It is. It is. Especially when Mr. Over here, PBR, can roll it for you.
Fuck yeah. Shout out to PBR.
Magic
We just had him on too, man.
I saw the sticker. That's
good
what I
guy.
remember.
Fuck yeah.
He's fucking cool.
What about like products? What's the hottest selling item right now?
Well, right now we're seeing a lot of vapes. We're seeing a lot of edibles, a lot of drinks. It really depends on, because again, the plant brings together so many people. It depends on what you're looking at. Like if I'm looking at my 18s, if you got a Medric, to like 24s, they'll be grabbing the gummies, they'll be grabbing the drinks. Speaking of drinks, let me grab another one.
Fuck yeah. I fuck with the drinks too, though. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of took the scary aspect of edibles away, you know?
Yeah.
Even though all on the bottle says you can always drink more, you can't drink less. But it's like I'm drinking the whole fucking thing, you know? For sure.
Unless yeah, man. I remember that logo. It was on the Corovas, the black bars, the 1,000 mils. Yeah, you definitely wanted to not eat the whole thing.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. We've all had our fair share of experiences with edibles. Speaking of it, bro, I haven't had like a edible put me on my ass in a while. This past weekend, I was on my fucking ass at Kushstock, bro.
Oh yeah, what'd you have?
It was the Slacktivist. The Slacktivist, it's like they pour up like the lean, but it's a THC lean.
Ooh.
But in one bottle, there's 1,000 milligrams. So she poured me up a little bit. It was probably like 100, 200 milligrams. That was a stronger 100, 200 milligrams than like a regular pack of gummies that I would usually eat. And by the end of the night, I was like, bro, I can't even continue. I got to go home and go to sleep, you know? Like, that was it. There was no after party for me, yeah.
Well, that's why it's so important to have really good budtenders at your shop or tools that bridge that gap, because education at the end of the day is huge.
Yeah.
So, like, if you drink it, you're going to metabolize it a lot quicker versus if you eat it, right? So that's going to do a big number on you, on how fast it hits you, on how heavy it's going to hit you, because once it's in your system, when we smoke, 10% maybe gets into the bloodstream. Don't matter how good it is, it's not as potent as actually ingesting it.
Of course. This is obviously a big topic now as well, legalization federally. How would this help people just to be on board before that happens?
So federal legalization, that's a hot ticket because you've got, both sides of the coin. Does it then go to, pharmacies and, legal federal outlets?
Yeah.
Or does it stay with us that put in the work since the Prop 215 days that are now on the legal side of the state side?
So don't quote me, but if I'm not mistaken, the way it would roll out if it were to be not descheduled but rescheduled, it would then be, there would be more focus on medical, but the recreational market would still not be touched because the product that we're selling is not even the medical market grade. They're looking for the high tested potency pills, RSOs, like actual medical. They're not looking for your fucking blunt or your pre-roll or your flower,
Makes sense.
or even your vape. They're looking for actual medicinal. So if it goes the way it should, I think we'll be okay. Because then we can continue to do what we're doing and keep building brands and keep doing packaging and, but if it does go completely medical, I think that would be all fucked because then obviously that all goes away. The packaging, the loyalty,
The branding.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
But fucking A, with everything going on right now, I'm hoping it's heading in a good direction. I think it will, though, because like we said before, wherever the people go, the laws tend to eventually catch up, So we'll see. Yeah, well, obviously, speaking before, we know you guys do a lot of events. There's some upcoming events. I know there's one coming up, the High Supply Show. You guys are going to be involved in that one?
Yeah, definitely. Always looking forward to work with Nam and the boys. They're great partners. So, we'll see you guys there. I heard you guys are doing a podcast there, right?
Yeah, we're going to be doing 30-minute slots. So if you want to be on the podcast at the High Supply Show, make sure you hit us up beforehand, and we'll make sure we get you a 30-minute slot there live at the venue.
Wonderful.
So that should be pretty fucking cool. You want to just tell us a little bit more about, what does the team at Dutchie look like? What is your day-to-day? What does it entail of?
Definitely. So the team day, you'd be looking at, helping clients, whether that's putting out a little fire real quick on a phone call, straighten something out, something's not scanning. Other than that, it's actively talking to, new and existing customers, doing store visits. That's probably my favorite, opening stores as well. We'll travel throughout the state to open new stores, to train them, to show them the tools, show them how to get the most out of it so that they can really hit the ground running. So
are you super involved with getting out there and traveling?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So that you like getting out there and seeing all the different stores and shit?
Oh yeah, I love it, man.
That's gotta be the best part of the job. I mean, the scenery changes all the time, so to come in and see the same thing all the time.
When I was opening stores for Culture and then for Catalyst after that, the travel was what I enjoyed the most. So when I was able to jump here, example, we're going to be doing Urban Culture coming online here in a couple of weeks. And that's going to be a good one. Just traveling out to Santa Ana real quick, opening that up, showing them how to get everything done. So it's almost like opening a new one every time.
That's dope. That's really cool. Where do you see yourself and Dutchie 5-10 years down the line?
Well, I mean, if everything keeps going the way it's going with legalization, with normalization, just being the right partner for our partners, given the tool, the facelifts that it needs in order to help you guys keep being successful. Because, I mean, in the last couple of years, we've seen the industry change, and we, at the end of the day, are an active reflection of whatever you guys need. So, let us know, and we're happy to grow together.
I love to hear it. And if the people are curious about, have any questions about your services, where can they reach out?
Yeah, definitely reach out. We'll probably put the codes right here where I put my numbers.
Okay.
My fingers,
okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So just give us a call or hit us up on an email. Happy to come out, do a consult either on site or on a Zoom, and just really look at your operation from all aspects and, help you thin that down to the right lean, mean, money-making machine you need it to be.
Absolutely. If you're not familiar with Dutchie, definitely give them a call or get familiar with it because they have helped so many people just streamline their business and get it to where they want it to be. So if you don't want to think too much about it, give this guy Edgar a call right here. And if you're not in this area, just give him a call anyway. He'll direct you to someone that can help you.
Definitely, especially if you're in Puerto Rico.
Hell yeah. Actually, talk about that. That's pretty exciting. You guys are moving into that space. That's pretty new in general, right?
Yeah, definitely. We've got a couple stores there, and, you know, stuff's going swimmingly. At the end of the day, new market, helping, you know, regulate it and have it under compliance so that people can have access to safe, clean medicine.
That's very important. And I'm sure they appreciate that down in there in Puerto Rico, because they're smoking weed for sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, wouldn't you be?
I mean, I am right now, so I'm sure I would be. So yeah, where can the people find you? Where can the people find Dutchie? Do you guys have any social medias?
Yeah, definitely. On Instagram, you can bang us on We Are Dutchie. LinkedIn, same thing. Look for us as Dutchie, and we're happy to help. Look for us also at Dutchie.com and set up a demo. We'll come out, help you out, and just have a good time.
Hell yeah. You heard the man. Go check him out. If you need anything, Edgar is your point of contact, and great guy, you know? So that's it for today's podcast. I think very knowledgeable. Like I said, if you didn't know, you know now. So go check him out. Go like, subscribe, comment, tell your mother, your brother, your sister. We appreciate all the support this far, but we can't do it without you guys. So thank you so much. We'll see you next time.
I just had the bluest dream that you've ever seen, and I can't believe that shit was green, cause it hit so clean, and my history is a mystery. I don't give a fuck, I just hit the tree on a 5th degree. We don't pit for free. If you don't got 5, shit, get up and leave.